Hi, my name is Sasha. I'm previous coordinator of LGBTQIA. At the moment I'm retired because I gave birth to our son half a year ago, so I'm full-time mom, also part-time researcher at Art University, part-time freelance artist, and I keep helping with LGBTQIA stuff a bit. So I'm a queer person. I have a partner who is my wife, who is also assigned female at birth, and we have a 6-month-old baby. Since I'm a new parent, I do not have much free time, so my free time means time for doing the dishes and cleaning up. But I'd say I have around 5 hours a week for visiting different cafes, walking around, mostly with the baby. But yes, I'd say 5 hours, and we use it for having walks and visiting different places. So for us, no more theaters, cinemas, and casinos, sadly. But me and my partner, we go to places which allow children, such as cafes and restaurants. But we do not spend much time there because our kid starts screaming after 10 minutes. Okay, so since this is an interview related to LGBT issues, I would say from the very beginning that I do not usually feel any problems due to my queer identity and my looks, which are not conventionally heteronormative. But in Estonia it's really has been really okay for me. I can only remember a couple of times when people shouted slurs at me and my friends during pride marches, and maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago when I hugged my then girlfriend at the bus station, and some grandma from the village was shocked by it. But otherwise, as a queer person, I usually feel safe. The only problems are related to my native tongue, which is Russian, and I do obvious reasons I do not usually feel very comfortable speaking Russian in public spaces. And also the general stuff, so I probably won't be happy walking in dark people with dark streets without any people or some shady people. I believe that definitely people are not equally safe in public spaces, and whereas I'm more or less lucky in that regard, many of my friends and acquaintances are not, and if they are different to the so-called norm in any way, they usually suffer from physical and verbal abuse. So especially trans people, to whom this happens all the time. So I would say that in general, queer people are not very much safe in the streets in Estonia, especially trans and non-binary. I feel safe when I come. If we talk about like cafes and restaurants and such stuff, I feel safe when I don't know, there are stickers with some LGBT symbols around, or if there is a visibly non-heteronormative barista, which is usually a case, and of course like how the crowd in this place looks. So if everything gives me a sense of my crowd, then it's safe for me. And if it's filled like with bold guys in motorcycle costumes with different country flags on their shoulders, that's probably a bit more trickier. Yeah, so I should mention from the very beginning that in Estonia it's generally not very common for people to be very actively involved with each other on public in any romantic way. So I do not have any problems with holding hands or hugging or kissing my partner, but yeah, probably it's just to the same extent as any other person of any other sexuality. So yeah, very mild. Luckily, I didn't have any bad experiences with healthcare or sports. So healthcare has been really great so far, especially like when I was giving birth to our son. Surprisingly, all the medical stuff was like totally fine with our family being same-sex couple. So we got like 0 negative comments on that, only positive ones. As for the sports, I think my struggles is related not to my gender or sexual identity, but just to the fact that I'm not very sportive. So I just feel intimidated by different gear that I see, and some kinds of sports tend to attract people of very different social demographics. So when I went to some like this fighting club once just to try, there were only like 40 plus men there, and I was the only assigned female at birth person, and they kept like pushing me around because nobody wanted to be paired with me because I knew nothing, and they just told, oh yes, this girl, let's like move her here, there. Yeah, and I felt very like small. Yeah. At first, about like the places itself, I think it's the most easy part. So as I said, you can just put stickers around to show that you are queer friendly, and also like having stickers just on lamp posts and street signs and so on, and some queer friendly graffiti. This definitely helps. So maybe what would make a city safer and more inclusive from, like, with the help of the government, would be some more strict defined policies on discrimination. So I don't know, we have a lot of swastikas around on the walls, and also, like, I personally feel very offended by different, you know, like these strip clubs, who also, among other awful stuff, they also offer lesbian shows. And that's really awful and discriminative and offensive. But yes, and also, but in general, people should have equal access to, I don't know, like, to protection. And if queer people call for police, police should believe them and not, like, tell them that they are, that's their own fault. That's they were attacked.